Father Simeon lay dead. Father Simeon lay dead. Simeon had been carrying a scan of an old manuscript with a covering note. Both were written in Latin. Fortunately, I hadn't forgotten the Latin I'd learned at school. The note read, "The tabula veritatis only appears in one file. The Inquisition into Heretical Depravity by Nicholas Emmerich, A.D. 1376. Scan attached." The note was signed by the vice prefect of the Vatican Archives. Simeon must have done some digging after he recognized the symbol on Hobbes's sketch. It was a photocopy of an old Latin text. Although a bit rusty, my Latin was still up to the job. It read, "And thus spoke the accused. In this ritual we find succor. Clad in blue, the perfecti take the form of the spiritual and look towards the rising sun, toward the tree of knowledge. Clad in green, the credentes look the other way, towards the setting sun, where stands the tree of life. And all shall know that the light of knowledge is blue, and that the light of life is green. For thus was the light of Eden, both blue and green, intertwined with the light of man to become pure. Pure light, white light, pure light will win." So it was written in the old texts, affirmed by the tabula veritatis. And these were the accused's last words. It was powerful stuff. I wondered how it connected to La Maledictio. The first passage read, "And thus spoke the accused. In this ritual we find succor. Clad in blue, the perfecti take the form of the spiritual and look towards the rising sun, toward the tree of knowledge. Clad in green, the credentes look the other way, towards the setting sun, where stands the tree of life." I wondered what it all meant. The illustration showed a group of colored figures engaged in some sort of ritual. The blue and green figures appeared to be in control. The crowd in the foreground were colored red. I guessed it was a representation of the ritual in the text.
My God, what have you done?
Huh? I know this looks like...
Like you've been caught red-handed?
Excuse me.
Josh, something terrible has happened at the apartment.
Nico, hang on. Lane, it's not what it looks like.
Murdering a priest, Stobart? Is there no end to your depravity?
It's a simple misunderstanding. Look, I need to go. I'll be at Nico's apartment. Nico!
In here. Oh, hi, George.
I thought you were being attacked.
When I arrived, there was someone here. He rushed me, knocked me down.
Did you get a look at him?
No, it happened so quick, and then he was gone.
What a mess. This blood. Where's Marquez?
I don't know. He must be badly hurt. Or dead.
Not another killing.
What do you mean?
I just came from the gallery. Father Simeon's been shot.
My God! Who did it?
I don't know, but before he died, he begged me to stop the Gnostics from raising the devil.
The devil? Whoever's doing the killing, Georges, it's certainly not him.
Okay, but who? Simeon and Marquez were both attacked at the same time. Just what are we up against?
I don't know. But whoever came here was looking for something. The place has been ransacked. I'm going to clean up. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, I'll take a look around. There was still quite a bloodstain. I really hoped that Marquez was all right. Nico's neighbor had quite an impressive coin collection. The sofa was a real mess. It was one of the photographs that Nico had taken during the robbery. It showed a section of La Maledicción. Marquez had written on it. Marquez had scribbled the word Sans across the photograph. I wonder what he meant. Marquez had circled one of the figures and written Judas. I wondered if he was identifying him as Judas Iscariot. Back in Bible class, Judas was definitely one of the bad guys. Marquez had circled one of the figures in the tower and identified her as Magdalena. That had to mean Mary Magdalene. There'd clearly been a struggle. Marquez must have put up quite a fight. I spotted something in the mess. It was Marquez's family photo. Marquez wouldn't have intentionally left the photo behind. The chair had been knocked over in the fight, but there was something glinting underneath. It was Marquez's medallion.
Hey, George, you find anything?
Marquez's medallion. And one of your photos of the robbery. Marquez scribbled all over it. I think he was trying to work something out in the painting. Simeon must have been right. The painting is some kind of map.
We should... Hold on, my phone. Hello? Oui?
This is Inspector Navet. I am looking for the American, Monsieur Stobart. Are you with him?
Yes, he's right here.
Mon Dieu! Stay calm, madame. Where exactly are you?
In my neighbor's apartment. But why do you...
Do not worry. I am just moments away. Be very careful. He is armed and highly dangerous.
But he seems so charming.
Trust me, madame. The leopard never changes his straps.
That was Nave. You're in big trouble.
Lane saw me with Simeon's body. He set me up for sure.
Well, Nave's on his way, and he'll be here any moment.
We have to go, Nico, now.
Down the back stairs. We'll go through Fleur's shop.
Ah, there you are. Right on time.
Sorry, Fleur, but we can't stop.
Suit yourself.
Damn it. Sergeant Moo is outside the door. He's talking to someone.
Oh no, it's Adam.
Who?
My neighbor.
Ah, the pug lover with the trashed apartment.
That's the one.
Hey, Fleur. Great to see you again. You were expecting us?
30 more seconds and you would have been caught. Charged with the murder of a priest.
Whoa. How do you know about that?
News travels fast through the ether, Georges. Take this.
What do I do with a ball of yarn? Bribe Moo with a nice Aran sweater?
You will find the way. Now, excuse me. I think it's time you planned your escape.
Oh, hi, Adam.
Hi, Nico. They say I can't go up to my apartment.
Oh, really? I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why too. Yeah, I'm George, by the way.
Adam, I live in the apartment next to Nico.
I know. I mean, how interesting.
Fleur, can I sit here for a while until the police let me back in?
By all means.
So what now?
You take a look around. I'll see if there's a way to get past Moo. Adam was listening to an old-school portable CD player.
Go ahead, George. Take a few.
Thanks. Nico? We're trapped. No way forward, no way back.
Luckily, Inspector Nave is no Sherlock Holmes.
But Sergeant Moo is a problem.
At the gallery, I just plied him with coffee. His bladder problem did the rest.
Ah, that reminds me of my late husband. Pipi Pierre, they called him.
I don't suppose you have a coffee machine, Fleur?
I'm afraid not. I don't even have a kettle.
Let's keep looking. There's always a way.
There were boxes stacked along the wall. They were all labeled. Florist's foam, flower food, ribbon, pee-pee, bouquet labels. Pee-pee? My curiosity was aroused. It was a plastic statue.
Careful with that. It's just come in. Special order.
What is it?
A replica mannequin piece. Fill it with water, pop in some batteries, and watch it go tinkle.
Very tasteful. Fleur's classics were blaring out into the street. Sorry to bust in on you like this, Fleur.
Don't worry, George. I knew you were coming.
You did? So what else do you know?
There's a 36% chance of rain.
Fleur, can you help me distract that police officer at the front door?
Don't you want to play the game yourself?
Game? What game?
Oh, I thought you knew. Never mind.
Do you know Adam?
A little. I see great distress in his near future.
Funny, so do I. Tell me more about your late husband.
Pierre, I used to call him my little pea.
Because he was so tiny?
No, because of his water problem. If he went anywhere near a fountain, whoosh,
Whoosh?
he was off to the nearest pissoir. Pipi Pierre, his friends called him.
Nice friends. You've known Nico a while. What flowers does she like?
Yellow. No, wait. Yes. Yellow, definitely.
Look at these beautiful flowers, Fleur.
Yes, George. My flower.
What's this?
Do you know?
Well, it looks like...
See? It'll...
Can I borrow it for...
Yes, but please.
What do you think of this medallion, Fleur?
I think one day you will be glad you have it in your pocket, George.
Why do I need the yarn, Fleur?
What do you want? The long story or the short story?
Short.
Because you do.
This family photo, what do you know about it?
Most of the people in it are dead now.
What can you tell me about this photograph?
An old man scribbled a word on it.
I knew it. Is he alive?
This I do not know, sorry.
These papers, are they relevant?
Only you can know this, Georges.
Do these sketches mean anything to you?
Take them away, Georges. They have the taint of death on them.
Are you serious?
I mean it. Take them away.
What can you tell me about these keys?
With those keys, Georges, you have the power to open a door.
Would you like this diamond ring, Fleur?
That's flattering, Georges, but I think that your future wife would be upset.
I was sure she didn't want to see it. I have this provenance for a painting.
Yes, a contentious document shrouded in...
Anything you can tell me about this whiskey bottle?
Not a spirit world I'm familiar with, Georges.
I have this matchbox. Anything peculiar about it?
It has a cockroach inside.
Yeah.
He prefers the name Boris, you know.
Well, I think you'll find that's his patronymic. Can you tell me anything about this coin?
I could, but then
And?
I can't give away.
Does this shredded letter...
I'm...
Hey there, Adam.
Oh, hey George, what can I do for you?
Do you know what's going on with the police?
No, they wouldn't tell me.
Good. I mean, strange.
It's annoying. I'm really tired. It was a long drive.
Oh, been anywhere interesting?
I've just come back from a coin fair. It was mega.
Well, that's fascinating. So, what do you think of this coin?
Oh my god, that's a platinum 12 ruble.
It is? I mean, yeah, of course it is. You know, it's gonna be a rough day, Adam. Why don't you keep the coin?
Are you serious?
Hey, maybe you could use the money to redecorate your apartment.
But it doesn't need redecorating.
That's a matter of opinion. The CD was already playing. I didn't want to mess with Adam's volume setting. The lid wouldn't open while the disc was playing. I stopped the disc. Ocean Dreamscapes, just what I needed with the day I was having. I gave the trolley a push. Fleur certainly kept her bearings well greased.
Georges, what are you doing?
I'm not sure yet, but there may be a plan forming. Fleur's classic. Fleur, do you mind if I change the music?
Good idea.
The sound of lapping waves was affecting mood, but I was going to need something more to open the floodgates. I hope Moo didn't spot me. I placed the statue in the trolley. That got Moo's attention, but nothing more. There was no CD in the player. It was Sergeant Moo. Sláinte, wee man. Sláinte. I was onto something, but I needed to do more. It was Sergeant Moo. I wasn't sure that would be useful. I wasn't sure that would be useful. The cheap plastic statue of a peeing... I wasn't sure that would... The cheap Trevor had the strength of 10 cockroaches, but he still... I wasn't sure that... I wasn't sure that... I wasn't sure that... Nico? Any ideas?
Not yet.
Well, that didn't work. That's... Not a snow... That... I only had a few matches. Using one now I fed Trevor a... That what? That wouldn't work. Those might come in handy. A jaunty series of LEDs lit up around the figure. Okay, that's Moo out of the way. Let's go, Nico.
Where?
To see Bijou. She's been telling me a crock of lies since day one, and right now, I want the truth.
So you're telling me that Bijou and Hobbs were having an affair?
Yeah, so, she's got some explaining to do. Bijou, I need to talk to you.
Can't it wait? You've such a sore head.
No, it really can't.
Oh, all right.
In the daylight, and without the fog of incense, the apartment looked even weirder.
George, how delightful to see you.
May I present my friend Nico?
George and I go way back.
Oh, really? Well, don't worry, my dear. I won't steal him, though he is rather a cutie.
Bijou, we're here to clear up a few points, if you don't mind. How are you, Bijou?
I have the teeniest of headaches, chérie. It always happens when I sleep in the afternoon.
I figured it was the champagne before the nap that had done the damage. I need you to be honest with me, Bijou. Do you know a painter called Hobbs?
No, I don't think so.
He certainly knows you.
So many artists, darling. One can't remember them all.
Did you know that the provenance was fake?
For La Malediccio? I had no idea.
Lane said you had him approve it.
Silly fool is getting confused again.
Hobbs appears to know you very well. I saw a sketch of you in his portfolio.
Must have been a study for a painting.
Are you sure there's nothing else?
Quite sure.
Bijou wouldn't be interested in that. Would you like these lovely flowers?
Please, no. Give them to your lady. Why are you showing?
I believe this is for you.
A diamond ring? What has that to do with me?
A gift for you, from Henri.
Henri bought me so many expensive things. He never needed to.
Would you like Henri's spray back?
No, thank you. Oh, Henri, how will I live without you?
Bijou, what do you think about this?
I'm not sure.
She wouldn't want us.
Why are you showing?
Here are your keys back, Bijou.
When did I give you those? Oh, I can't think today.
This is a note from Hobbs that I found in your safe.
How did you get access to that? How dare you?
Bijou, you gave me the keys.
You took them back a minute ago.
I did? Oh, my head. I don't remember. We didn't do anything else.
The note is addressed to you, so you were in charge of the paperwork.
Oh, so what if I was? That's not illegal?
Bijou wouldn't be in.
That's love.
Bijou wouldn't be.
I'm not admitting.
The note from Hobbs makes it quite clear that you knew him rather well.
Oh, all right, I did.
So, you lied to me. I think Henri asked Medovsky for more money so that he could buy you that ring.
And maybe that's the reason he was shot.
Nico,
No, honey. She's right. Henri always felt he had to fight to keep me. Truth is, I love them both. Wilf and Henri. And now Henri is dead because of me. Go ahead. Ask your questions. I promise I will tell the truth this time.
so you and Hobbs are lovers?
We have been ever since 75. Henri never knew about it. They were in a band together back then.
So you were unfaithful to Henri right from the start.
It was never cheating. I loved them both.
So you had Hobbs fake the provenance so that Lane would approve it for the insurance?
Wilf passed it to me, and I persuaded Lane to sign it. He never knew it was a fake. Wilf is brilliant at what he does.
So what was Medovsky's role in all this?
It was all his idea. He'd had an offer on La Malédiction from someone. So Wilf put Medovsky in touch with me and Henri. He wanted to cash in on both the sale and the insurance. He set up the security company to deal with the robbery. I've been such a fool. Henri was never supposed to die.
I know you didn't mean for that to happen.
Wilf called me yesterday trying to comfort me. He said he would take care of me, that he had plans.
Does that mean he has the painting?
Yes. He joked about a secret place. Something about the original being behind my behind. I didn't understand.
Thanks, Bijou. You've been very helpful.
You know, I had the strangest dream earlier. Henri was here, and we danced together again. Such bliss.
That must have been wonderful. Anyway, thanks again for your time, and... Nico, I think it's time we went to London.
George, do you have something you need to tell me?
No, can't think of anything right now. Let's go, shall we? So in the end, Hobbs was at the heart of the whole scam.
All we have to do now is find the painting.
Yeah, then we blow everything open and nail Medovsky.
I get that front page story.
And I get to clear my name and keep my job.
So much for your devil-worshipping Gnostic, George.
Well, you know me. Nothing I like more than a good conspiracy. Hold on a second.
What's the matter?
This chain. It's from the gate.
So?
It's been forced.
A break-in?
Or maybe a breakout? Hobbs escaping from Lady Piermont?
Maybe. But this doesn't feel right.
Hey, Nico, take a look at this. Possibly. But their loss is our gain. You never know when you're going to need a crowbar. I decided to leave. A blast on the horn had worked last time. Ominous. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. No Hobbs.
Out cold, probably.
It was Hobbs's mailbox. That would be pointless. Hey, Nico. This drain pipe looks climbable.
Are you mad?
Hey, get out of here.
Seagull problem, George?
That's one nasty bird. I didn't want to hurt the bird. I could hear the little fella scuttling around. As I showed the bird the cookie, he looked at me with contempt. I guess he just wasn't into rich tea. I needed a better... Hey, Nico.
What, Josh?
Do me a favor and honk the horn.
No problem.
The crane was rusted solid. I'd need more force to free it. Hey, Nico.
What, Josh?
Nico, could you honk the horn again?
Sure. Be careful, George.
Wait there, Nico. I'll come and let you in. Something isn't right.
We'd better be careful.
Whoa. You better come and take a look at this.
Mon Dieu. It's a Manet.
Oh, no, it's not. It's a Hobbs. In the style of Manet. Or, as the experts prefer to call it, a forged Manet. Hobbs isn't just a restorer, he's a full-blown forger.
Oh, that must be...
You. Hobbs is good. You look very pretty.
And that's you. Oh my, you look very...
Violated.
Yes. Is that Lady Piermont?
Yes.
Is she
Yep.
in your...
Yeah.
Oh, so all along we were just modeling for a forgery.
Forgery. Terrific, huh? I can add it to my murder rap. Let's just pretend this never happened, okay?
Thanks, George. That was really starting to annoy me.
The stereo was already... I decided that some lighting might help. The fuse box buzzed slightly, but nothing happened. I guessed the lighting circuit had gone.
George, be careful. Hope said those circuits were old.
Yeah, I think I'll leave the lights off. Locked. If Hobbs is home, he's behind this door.
What are you doing?
I'm not exactly sure yet. The elevator platform had metal hoops for securing cargo. It was a fairly... I had a feeling the chain was going to be useful. That should do the trick. The elevator had already ripped the door open.
So what now?
Let's see what Hobbs keeps tucked away up here.
So this is Hobbs's lair.
Not exactly the penthouse suite, is it? Strange. Hey, Nico, come and take a look at this. This painting. There's something familiar about it.
It's a woman's buttocks, George.
I know that, but I recognize it. Know what? I think it's Bijou.
I don't want to know how you know that, George. But didn't she say the painting was hidden behind her behind?
Exactly.
So maybe.
Damn it, it's screwed into the wall. This is a true...
A fake masterpiece, you mean?
Apart from some old pipework, the cupboard was... I wouldn't like to try and clean anything...
Thankfully, I don't think you'll have to.
Nico.
What is it?
Hobbs's answer phone and...
Let's hear them.
You have 2 messages. Message 1.
Hobbs, Medovsky here. I'm at the airport. I have to be quick. My flight leaves shortly and...
Final call for passengers for flight BA470 to Barcelona.
It is a shame that you would like to be released from our agreement. It was mutually lucrative. But if that is your wish, I respect it. I shall send my men around to tie up any loose ends. Take care.
Message 2. Hello, darling. It's Bijou. Look, sweetie, but I'm going to have to put our little plans on hold. I've spoken to that insurance man and his girlfriend and told them pretty much everything. I want to be with you, Wilfie, but Henri's murder, you know. Anyway, I can't possibly leave here until his name is cleared. I feel so guilty, darling. Do you think he knew about us? Do take care with that Russian, my love. Bon voyage, my love. À bientôt. You have no more messages.
Wow.
So Bijou knew about everything. At least she was faithful to Henri in the end. And what if Madovsky's guy got here first?
What if Madovsky's guy's still here? Oh no.
What's up?
Nico?
Oh no! Hobbs! Is he?
Dead? Sure looks that way.
Poor guy.
He's been strangled. You know, maybe Simeon was right. It seems like anyone who gets close to this painting dies.
The painting didn't kill him, Georges. This is all about money.
Whoever did this was a professional. We need to be careful. Dead man's mints. No law against taking them.
You have no shame, Georges.
Hobbs had been strangled. Hobbs had got in way over his head. The skylight was leaking. Hobbs had been using the bucket to catch the water. The mechanism was for opening and closing the skylight. It looked corroded. The skylight was slightly ajar. Who knows what useful objects this cupboard might hold?
Don't get too excited, Georges.
Well, looky here. A useful bottle of Diet Cola. You never know when you might need a Diet Cola.
That's Hobbs's last bottle.
He's not going to need it. That I dropped the mints into the cola and quickly tightened the cap again. That was... It didn't. La Maledizio!
We found it!
Amazing!
You're sure it's the real thing?
Well, I'm no expert, but yeah, it must be.
Look! In the middle!
It's the same face that Hobbs drew on his sketch, and The same symbol cut into his forehead.
He must have uncovered it when he was cleaning the painting. But I wonder why a tree was originally painted over it.
Like Simeon said, hidden Gnostic secrets. We've got the painting, Nico, but there's gotta be more to find in here.
You're right. Once the police are involved, we won't get another chance.
We need to be quick. Whoever killed Hobbs may come back. That was... I needed a... Just had to loosen the cap a little and... The skylight was slightly ajar. The mechanism for the... That wouldn't work. The mechanism for the skylight was old and corroded. Whoever did this was a professional. We need to be careful. Take a look at this. Someone's cut out a painting from this frame in a hurry. The canvas left around the frame looks just like La Maledizio. If we've got the original...
Then whoever killed Hobbs has grabbed themselves a forgery.
That wasn't... We had La Malediccio, but we needed to try and figure out who killed Hobbs. The sofa was a... Hobbs probably spent most of his time on there. Another Hobbs masterpiece. That was... Whoever did this was a professional. We need to be careful. That was all... They didn't go together. That wouldn't... That wouldn't work. That wouldn't make any sense. Tying the sheet to the crowbar made a halfway decent grappling hook. I'd always liked a dramatic exit, but now wasn't the time. That was never... I'd always liked a dramatic exit. Whoever did this was a professional. We need to be careful. Hobbs had got in. Hobbs had got in way. Hobbs had got in way. I needed a bet. Hobbs's sandals lay. We had La Malediccio, but we needed to try and figure out who killed. Nico, come and take a... Looks like Hobbs has been busy. A map of Catalonia, sketches and notes on the painting.
Do you think Hobbs was looking for this tabula veritatis?
I think Hobbs was a lot cleverer than he seemed. Looks like a sketch of a figure from La Malediccio.
I guess Hobbs was mining it for clues.
A photograph of some kind of human pyramid. It's from an article about Castel Català.
It's Catalan, I think. Catalan Castle.
Hobbs linked it to his sketch of the human pyramid from the painting. Okay, so this is the human pyramid from the painting.
Look, Hobbs has highlighted Castel again.
And he connected the two. So this pyramid could be a castel. Something was familiar about this part of the painting. Marquez was interested in this sketch as well. It's scribbled all over it.
It must be important.
Castel de Galifa. Castel de Tosas. Another Ouroboros. Looks like Hobbs picked the painting apart for clues.
There must be something here that shows us where the tablet is.
It's the tree from the painting, the one with all the people in it.
Very creepy.
I wondered what Hobbs was looking for on a map of Catalonia. Castel dels Sants. I think Sants means saints.
That's what Marquez wrote on the photo.
So that would make a Castel dels Sants a tower of saints.
Like in the painting. This must be the clue. I guess this pretty much ties up the investigation, Georges.
Yep. Should be enough to get Nave off my back.
In the end, it was all about money.
And greed. Medovsky wanted to sell the painting and claim the insurance.
And he didn't care how many people he killed along the way. So what now? Hand over everything to the police?
I guess so. With what we found out, Langham should have no trouble picking up Medovsky in Spain. I do wonder what that secret map points to.
You still think the evil Gnostics are behind it all?
I don't know. But I do have questions that haven't been answered.
Such as?
Well, what do those symbols on the painting mean? What was Marquez really up to? Why was the sign of the Tabula Veritatis hidden under layers of paint?
And why is the building on fire?
And what did you say fire? We need to get out of here. This should help us get out of here. After you, Nico. Terrific. Out of the fire into the frying pan.
Wait, Josh! Isn't that...
Langham. Oh, thank God. Hey, Langham!
Langham! Help! We're up here!
Quick. Round here.
Why didn't he help us?
I don't know. Maybe because he started the fire. Because he wanted to kill us.
Why?
I have no idea.
You think he killed Hobbs?
Could be. Maybe Simeon too.
So who is he? And who does he really work for?
I don't know. But I do know one thing. This is not over.
Josh, do you hear that?
London's finest. Now you be nice to the firemen.
So what now?
Now, we go to Spain in search of the Castel del Sans and the Tabula Veritatis. Nico and I had thought the adventure was over. Actually, we'd only just started. Nothing was what it seemed. On a trail of corruption and greed, we'd stumbled upon a murderous conspiracy. A conspiracy whose roots lay in mysteries older than the written word. We didn't really have any choice. Catalonia, the foothills of the Pyrenees. After a short flight and a long drive, Nico and I arrived at Castel del Sans. Back in London, we'd tracked down La Malediccio and had started to unravel its secrets. The painting was a coded map to the location of the Tabula Veritatis, an ancient artifact which Father Simeon had claimed could raise the devil, and for which he and others had already been murdered. We had to find the tabula before the killers. We knew they would stop at nothing. Let's just hope we got here before the bad guys.
Seems quiet enough.
Looks like nobody's been here for years.
Must have been a beautiful place, once upon a time. You think the tabula is really going to be here?
Somewhere, if we can just decode the painting. Well, it looks deserted.
Deserted? I don't think so.
Did you see who it was?
No, the sun was in my eyes.
Looks like somebody's beating us to it.
But who? Medovsky?
Langham?
Whoever it is, we need to get in there.
All right. You make a diversion. I'll try and reach some cover. And be careful.
Are you kidding? You're the one who's going to get shot. Climbing over the wall would not have been... Parts of the wall had fallen down. On its own, the map wasn't going to fool anyone. A helmet on a pole? Always useful. I just hope this works. Are you ready?
Can't wait. Go! Oh no. I'd made it without getting shot, but I sure didn't feel lucky. Somehow I had to distract the shooter again, and this time I was on my own. With a ghost from the past giving me an evil stare. I needed the cookie. The crumbling fountain wouldn't provide me with any cover. That wouldn't make... That was... Now then, old fella, you don't mind if I move your tire, do ya? No. A pile of apples had just been laid on a sheet, just out of the goat's reach. Not a snowball. They didn't go. Oh, heck. The apples were bruised. Nope, They didn't... The idea was so devious, I was ashamed I'd even thought of it. They didn't go together. The idea was so devious, I was ashamed I'd even thought of it. Hey, Mr. Goat. Look what I got for you. I was hoping the goat would be more friendly now. Now then, old fella, you don't mind if I move your tire, do ya? No. Never in... That so... Not a snow... Never... Well, that did... Go on, eat this, boy. The goat couldn't reach the apple pile. The side view mirror lay too far into goat territory. That wasn't... Oh boy, you're gonna love this. I distracted the goat, but it wouldn't take him long to eat that apple. The goat now had a whole pile of apples to tuck into. I tossed him my last apple. Even while he was eating, the goat had his eye on me. I wasn't going to frighten a shooter with his own reflection. That wouldn't work. That was never... Even while he was... I'd broken off the old car's side. I needed a better... That would... I'd moved the tire further. That would be pointless. I only had a few men. That would... I blinded the shooter. Time to make a dash for it.
Don't think I can't see you, senor. If you so much as move an inch, I shall shoot you.
Senor, please! Whoever you are, hold your fire! I'm not armed!
Good. That makes it easier for me to shoot you.
My name is George Stobart. I'm a friend!
I have no friends.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. All we want is a quick look inside the Castell.
I don't believe you. You are here to kill Senor Marquez.
Senor Marquez? He's alive? What, he'll vouch for us.
You don't fool me like that. Get out of here before I kill you.
Senor Marquez knows me, I swear.
and I know a lie when I hear one. Go now, or I shoot.
Wait! I have important information!
Vostè, vinghi a me.
Do you understand what I am saying?
Try saying it and let's see.
Well, I'm George Stobart, and I come in peace.
Hold it.
Please, put the gun down. I'm not armed.
And I'm still not hearing an explanation.
I can understand the old man being edgy, but you look like a woman who's seen the world.
Nice work. You managed to insult Ramon and me in one sentence.
Do you mind putting that down? I've had a really bad day.
Guns don't agree with you?
No, and neither do goats. I've got bruises in places that, well, you know, places.
So leave.
We're here looking for something.
Well, go look for it somewhere else.
We were helping a man called Marquez in Paris.
He is my father.
I could see where she inherited her temperament. Your father? Well, he's our friend.
Why should I believe you? Show me proof.
I have your father's medallion.
So you're a thief too, huh?
We tracked down his painting, La Maledictio. Look.
Where did you get this?
In London.
All right. You better come with me, but no funny business, okay?
You know, you sound just like my friend Nico. Nico!
What's going on, Ramon? Who's out there?
Some crazy American. Don't worry. Eva will deal with him.
Papa. These people want to talk to you.
Eva, I thought we agreed to shoot intruders on sight. You? How did you find me?
It wasn't easy, senor.
We thought you were dead.
You were wrong.
They've brought you something, Papa.
Can it be? At last, La Maledictio.
Well, Senor Marquez, looks like La Maledictio hangs in its right place again.
Indeed. I have waited all my life for this. But
Something interesting?
the painting, it is different. The face in the middle.
The one with the symbol of the Tabula Veritatis on it?
How do you know about the tabula?
A priest told me. Said it was the devil's work.
Pah! Priests. Full of lies, every one of them.
Oh, really? Well, this priest said that the tabula was an instrument to raise the devil.
Fool. Who would want to raise the devil?
But you do want to find the tabula.
Yes, because it is a Gnostic treasure. It is special, and my duty is to keep it safe.
I was sure that Marquez still wasn't telling me the whole truth. And now?
I shall decipher the painting and find the tabula. Before she died, my mother said that once the painting hung here again, its meaning would become clear, and the route to the tabula would be revealed.
So, what's the answer? Where's the tabula?
I don't know. The room has changed.
Was there something different about the room back then?
No. Yes. I don't know. You must help me.
Well, how? I'm not a Gnostic.
Senor, you must, because soon the Russian will be here.
He knows about Castel del Sants?
I regret, senor, that in Paris I told his sidekick a little too much.
Ah, well, I guess we'd better figure this out. And fast.
I'll go and keep watch.
Shoot on sight, remember.
Well, Nico, what now?
You try and work out just why the painting has to be in this room. I'll go and see if Eva knows anything.
Whether he knew it or not, I was sure Marquez had the answers. The photo was of the Marquez family. On the fireplace behind them were two identical statues. La Maledizio, back, but what were the plinths looked like they could be rotated. The plinths looked like they could be rotated. The painting held all the answers. The Tower of Saints had led us to the Castel. I wondered where the other clues would take us. It was a tower of tormented souls. They looked like the damned. Inside the ring was what looked like an affluent town. There was a tower within the ring. Maybe it indicated a place? There was a tower within the ring. The priest appeared to have a padlock through his mouth. He was pointing down to the ring below him. It was the figure of a priest, but with a dog's head. The figure was pointing up at a ring above him. The bearded figure was similar to the one on the fireplace in the hall. I wondered if there was a connection. The orb in the old man's hand glowed with a green light. The figure of the young man was just like the one on the front of the fireplace. It couldn't be a coincidence. The youthful figure held a glowing blue orb in his hand. The figure of the young man, a scarred face stared back at me from within the Ouroboros. Hobbes must have uncovered the image when he... But what did it mean? And what was its link to the tower? Within the ring, there were a number of houses. Inside the ring was It was a castle of saints, Castel de Saints, in Catalonia. It was a castle of saints, Castel. The carved trees bore a remarkable resemblance to the ones in Simeon's notes. I wondered if the notes could help decrypt La Malediccio. The illustration showed a group of colored figures engaged in some sort of ritual. The blue and green figures appeared to be in control. The crowd in the foreground were colored red. I guessed it was a representation of the ritual in the text. The large figures looked just like the carvings on the Castel fireplace. Senor Marquez?
Mr. Stobart?
If we're going to find the tabula...
Yes?
Then you will have to help.
Of course.
I mean, by being totally honest with us.
When have I not been honest?
Tell me about the painting.
When I was a child, I would stand here for hours just staring at it. Who was the mysterious painter, El the Serpent? And what did it mean, La Malediccio, the curse? I asked my father, but he just told me to be patient. He said that one day I would know everything.
Senor, can you decipher any of the painting?
The Tower of Saints, of course. I knew it was a Castel. And the saints themselves are Gnostic. You see the woman in red?
The one you marked in the photo?
She is Mary Magdalene, we revere her as Christ's greatest disciple. The rest, I don't know.
The symbol on the face, it is obviously the tabula.
But the elements around it, I don't know.
When were you last here, Signor?
Not since that day when my father was killed.
So why did the painting bring us here?
As I said, because only here in this room will its clues become clear.
Why is the Tabula Veritatis so important to the Gnostics?
It is an object of immense power. My ancestors kept it safe for hundreds of years. They brought it to Catalonia as exiles long ago. In any generation, only one Gnostic knows its exact location. My father, Xavier, was the last of these. He knew dark forces were gathering, but I was too young to learn the secret. So he commissioned La Malédiction, embedding clues to the location of the tabula within the painting.
But what is the tabula? What does it do?
I do not know. I know only that in the wrong hands, it would be catastrophic for mankind.
What happened back in Paris? We thought you were dead.
A man came to the apartment looking for Miss Collard. He mentioned a stolen painting owned by a Russian. Obviously, I informed him that I was the true owner.
Obviously.
Next thing I knew, this thug had me pinned to a chair and was threatening to shoot me. So I told him of the Castel, and while he telephoned his boss, I hit him with the little China dog.
Guess he didn't know you were the pugnacious type. So, Eva is your daughter?
She was a gift from God, late in my life. One day she will find room for Gnosticism in her heart. I am sure of it.
So, you're the good guys?
Good and evil are meaningless terms. We strive simply to maintain balance and keep the tabula from those who seek to exploit it for their own ends. You should get back to it.
The stone fireplace was old and dusty. It looked like it had lain undisturbed for decades.
So, until you came here, you knew nothing about the Castel?
Didn't know, wasn't interested. I better get back on guard in case anyone else shows up.
Your father needs our help, Eva.
My father needs rest, peace, and quiet. Not more of this Gnostic nonsense.
So, what did you find out?
Not a lot. Eva thinks her father's losing it. She doesn't have much time for Gnosticism. She's never been here before. In fact, Marquez never even talked about the place. As far as I can tell, she and her father never got on. She left home the moment she could.
I don't blame her. So why is she here now?
Marquez begged her, said he was in danger. I guess maybe I'll go inside and have a look around too.
Tell me if you find anything. I'm not having much luck so far. There was a piece of stone on the ground. It looked like a discarded statue. There was no...
What is that?
It's an old statue. I think it might help decode the painting.
I'll take a look. Maybe I can help. This door's locked anyway.
There were spent bullet casings lying amongst the rubble. What exactly happened here? It looked like this part of the castell had taken... The end of the passage was blocked. The door was locked. The church clearly had a long history of demonizing the Gnostics. Marquez said that the painting contained clues only a Gnostic could solve. But when it was back in this room, all would become clear. The blue-colored statue was robed. It resembled the statues in Marquez's. The statues were facing outward, just like in the Marquez photo. I waited with bated breath for something to happen. Nothing. The young Marquez had no... On the fireplace behind... It was the lower half of a green... That wouldn't... It was an old web. From the dial, I could see that the main doors of the house faced north. The statues on the plinth were, and their color. I was.
Ah, what is this? A staircase. I never knew. We must go up. We don't have much time. Stairs. Always stairs.
Oh my God, look at this.
Georges? Georges! What's this? A piece of burnt paper with the word Wolfram. That sounds familiar.
Wolfram. I curse that name forever.
What do you know about Wolfram, Senor?
Wolfram. I spit on the name.
So you have lived here for a long time?
All my life. My father served here before me. In fact, he named me after Senor Xavier's favorite saint, Saint Ramon, patron saint of the falsely accused.
That's nice.
Not really. The Moors put a padlock through his mouth.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess there's a lesson there for all of us. What is Wolfram?
It was a mining company, run by a murdering swine called Gainan. In the Civil War, they backed the fascists. In return, Gainan was given soldiers to do his dirty work. They came here, brought their bloody war to this house, and killed Senor Xavier.
They shot Xavier? Senor Marquez's father?
I was just a boy, but I remember like it was yesterday. Shot him and his friend Hernandez, like animals.
Why did they come here?
They were searching for something, but they brought death with them. But there is one thing I have never understood. Xavier tried to escape through the library. But the library windows are barred. It is a dead end.
This Kenan, who was he?
He was Swiss, a businessman, and a murdering swine.
So what did he want here?
I don't know. When he wasn't torturing the locals, he disappeared to the library. Spent weeks in there, making notes and studying maps. His men, they crossed the whole of Catalonia searching for something.
Did they find it?
Who knows? One day, Gainen just disappeared. He never came back. An accident, perhaps, in the mountains. May his soul rot in hell. The soldiers didn't stay long to search for him. They hated him too.
The name Genan was familiar. He was the person who had tried to buy La Malediccio. A coincidence? Perhaps.
There is no such thing as coincidence.
So, when the soldiers left, you took back the house?
Yes. A few years later I returned and cleaned the place up. It broke my heart. I locked the library. I could not bear to touch Gainen's papers.
Can I have a look at the library?
No. I have kept it locked to honor the memory of Senor Xavier.
Please, this is important.
I lost the key.
You lost it?
That evening when I locked it up, I drank to the memory of Senor Xavier. The cellars were well stocked, Senora. It was a long night. I hid the key, then forgot where I hid it, so it is lost. That was all that was left in the morning. I haven't touched a drop since.
I needed to find out what Ganon had been working on in that library. The hall had collections of old items. Ramon claimed he had tidied the place up. It was an old statue like the one Georges placed on the mantelpiece. There was a row of shields displaying heraldic symbols. The scroll beneath a shield read roses. That wouldn't help. There was a crate of brandy among. Apparently, Ramon drank. I had been using it to clean up Adam's apartment. In the. Georges had a golf club once made by the same company. That wouldn't have. The fireplace. The bookcase had. Georges, are you there? The grate had locked back into place. The fountain had dried. The floor of the car was littered with keys from sardine cans. I picked up what looked like an old diary. It was Ramon's. The library will forever be a shrine. No one will enter. I shall hide the key in a safe place. Once I've eaten, I have just what I need and know what to do. Oh, beautiful lady, your eyes are so blue. I just can't stop thinking of you. Ramon was quite the budding poet. Our lives are entwined like ivy on a tree. That is what you mean to me. Nice. Hey, I was reading that. The dashboard. An old pair of. Someone had been sleeping in the. Have you no respect for great art? Pretty indigestible, huh? Hello, little one. The fountain had. The scroll under the shield. The scroll beneath the shield. The scroll below. The scroll under the shield. It was an old. No. An intricate mosaic. The plants at least. An empty crate of. The whole had collection. A heap of old Ramon must have been in the car on that. A heap of old. The garden was now an. The wind chime looked like it was made from old cans. I wondered if it was Ramon's handiwork. One old sardine can was bulging slightly. I fished around. There was something in it. And there it was, the key to the library. I found your key.
I thought it was lost forever.
Ramon had been true to his word. This place was like a shrine. The old armor was in pride of place. Genon clearly hadn't moved it. The trunk contained someone's personal possessions, at a guess, Genon's. I wondered what secrets they might hold. The map had interesting markings and scribbles all over it. Georges would be so jealous.
So, what is this place, Senor?
It is my family's chapel.
It's not like any chapel I ever saw. Where's the altar, the crucifix, the Christian symbols? And this fresco, what's that?
How extraordinary. It tells a story. It depicts the journey of my ancestors, the Cathars, and their escape from the hilltop fortress of Montsegur with the Tabula Veritatis, from under the very noses of the soldiers of the Albigensian Crusade.
Whoa, wait a minute. Who are the Cathars? And what have they got to do with the tabula?
The Cathars were Gnostics. They lived in the south of France in the 12th century, at peace with the Jews and the Catholics of the Languedoc. They preach that men and women are equal, that God is within you, and that the Church is an obstacle to salvation. The Pope found their core beliefs abhorrent. The Cathars accused him and his Church of corruption. He condemned them as heretics. When the Pope learned that they were the guardians of the Tabula Veritatis, he conspired with the King of France and called for a holy war to wipe them out. The Albigensian Crusade was a callous, ruthless massacre. The final confrontation took place here, at Montsegur in 1244. The Crusaders believed that they had slaughtered all the heretics, but a handful managed to escape with the tabula. They traveled south across the Pyrenees along secret trails. They brought the tabula here to Catalonia to be hidden once more. Sadly, it was not the end of their trials. The Spanish Inquisition saw to that. Nevertheless, for generations, my ancestors continued to guard the secret of the tabula. So, you understand why La Maledictio is important to me. It will lead us to the tabula again, so we can keep it safe from those who wish to abuse its power.
The painting brought us up here, Senor. We need to find out why. It was a large marble statue of an... The statue held aloft a colored glass lens. These statues...
What of them?
They're just like the figures in the painting, and on the fireplace.
Indeed. They are the two pillars of the Gnostic faith in harmony. And the bearded one is Yahweh, Jehovah, God of the physical world. The other is known by many names. Hillel, Ishtar. He is the bearer of light, Luxfere, Lucifer.
Lucifer? So you guys are devil worshippers?
No. When he is in balance with Jehovah, Lucifer is the god of desire and ambition, driving humans to be inquisitive, to discover, to advance. Just as Jehovah, when he is in balance with Lucifer, is the god of order. Jehovah stands for selflessness and altruism. Gnostics worship the harmony of both gods in balance.
But what if one were to rule without the other?
If Jehovah ruled without Lucifer, then individuality would be surrendered. Mankind would be wholly conformist, mindlessly dependent, mere pawns of a controlling power.
And what if Lucifer ruled without Jehovah?
Ambition and desire would be transformed into unbridled greed, and man would lust only for wealth and power. Society would descend into chaos, disorder and war would prevail. Then, Lucifer would be the devil indeed.
The fresco deserved a proper examination. The fresco was surrounded by dusty inscriptions. My Latin was a little rusty, but I could still translate. Ex igne puritas, from fire, purity. Ex luce veritas, from light, truth. Ex labore sapientia, from struggle, knowledge. A town of northern Catalonia. A town of northern Catalonia. A town of northern Catalonia. Cathars, fleeing across the Pyrenees to escape the slaughter of the Albigensian Crusade. They seemed to be carrying something. Cathars, fleeing across the Pyrenees to escape the slaughter of the Albigensian Crusade. They seemed to be carrying something. Cathars being burned at the stake. Knights of the Albigensian Crusade. Knights of the Albigensian Crusade. The mountain fortress of Montségur burning after its capture by the Crusaders. Cathars fleeing across. They seemed. It was a candelabrum holding a single candle. Just what this place needed. Bit of mood lighting. If only I had a few scatter cushions. It was a candelabrum. The candle was lit. It was a candelabrum. The candle was... The color changed from yellow to green. The color changed from yellow to green. The color changed from green to turquoise. The color changed from turquoise to blue. Cathars fleeing across the Pyrenees to escape the slaughter of the Albigensian Crusade. They seem to be carrying something. Senor Marquez?
Yes?
Does all that colored light falling on the fresco mean anything?
I don't know, senor. That is why I need you to help me.
I think this is yours.
My medallion?
Do you want to...
No. It has a...
Sure. Light shone through the glass of the medallion, causing dappled red light to fall on the fresco. It meant something, but I didn't know what. Marquez had told me that this statue... The color changed from green to turquoise. The color changed from turquoise to blue. The color changed from blue to magenta. The color changed from magenta to red. Marquez had told me that this statue was of Jehovah. The color changed from red to yellow. The color changed from yellow to green. The color changed from blue. The color changed from magenta. The color changed from red to yellow. The color changed from yellow to green. The color changed from green to turquoise. Light shone through the glass of the medallion, causing dappled red light to fall on the fresco. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty. The color changed from green to turquoise. The color changed from turquoise to blue. The color changed from turquoise to blue. The color changed from blue to magenta. The color changed from magenta to red. The color changed from red to yellow. The color changed from yellow to green. Light shone through the glass of the medallion, causing dappled red light to fall on the fresco. first passage read, "And thus spoke the accused. In this ritual we find succor. Clad in blue, the perfecti take the form of the spiritual and look towards the rising sun, toward the tree of knowledge. Clad in green, the credentes look the other way, towards the setting sun, where stands the tree of life." I wondered what it all meant. The mountain fortress of Montsegur. The color changed from blue to magenta. The color changed from magenta to red. I removed the small leather cover to reveal a crude crystal lens. Colored light streamed through and shone onto the fresco. The color changed from red to yellow. The color changed from yellow to green. The color changed from green to... The color changed from turquoise to blue.
Amazing. The light is showing the path of the bonhomme.
The what?
The sacred trail my ancestors took across the Pyrenees, carrying the Tabula Veritatis, from Montsegur across the mountains to this town.
And which town is that?
I don't know. That I cannot answer. But its coat of arms is quite distinctive.
But how does it bring us closer to the tabula?
It tells us the route the tabula took 800 years ago.
I think that's all we're going to find up here.
You're right. We should return to the hall. Eva will be getting worried.
Okay, we found the route of the bonhomme trail. How does it help us?
It must somehow relate to the painting.
Papa, are you crazy? What are you doing?
I'm fine, don't fuss.
You got me out here to look after you, so let me do it. Ramon is outside keeping watch.
Georges, I'm glad you're safe. What did you find?
There's a secret chapel above the fireplace. But it's not your average everyday chapel. It's a Gnostic chapel. All laid out for worshiping not one god, but two.
What?
I'll tell you when we have more time.
You know, I found some things too, which might connect with all that. Come to the library. Oh, could you bring the painting? I think we're going to need it.
What are you doing with La Maledizione?
Nico found something and asked me to bring the painting. I promise to take care of it. It was a shield on which heraldic symbols had been painted. The coat of arms was exactly the same as the one depicted on the fresco. It read Berga. The scroll beneath the shield read Beskara.
Eva, go with him.
I should stay with you.
Don't worry about me.
Have you brought the painting?
Sure, why do you want it?
Because I found out what Genon was up to.
The Gainan who tried to buy the painting from Medovsky?
No, Genon who led the fascists here during the Civil War. Genon who then spent months here searching for something. And who vanished one day, leaving that trunk full of goodies over there.
You think he's connected to the Gainan who wrote the letter to Medovsky?
It seems likely that they were related.
Maybe. So what's the plan you've uncovered?
Take a look at this. It's Ganon's map. He was searching for something.
Searching for what exactly?
The Tabula Veritatis, I guess.
You think he found it?
I doubt it. If he had, then people wouldn't still be chasing after the painting.
So why did you want me to bring it?
See this scribble in the sea?
It's the same shape as the circles around the Ouroboros.
Yes. Genon thought that pattern in the painting had something to do with a map of Catalonia.
So, I guess we try to finish what Gainan started. I'd put money on those circles around the Ouroboros being places in Catalonia.
But which places?
Maybe the painting can give us some more clues. The map had to be the key. So, the coat of arms on the fresco pointed us towards Berga.
Then it must be important.
This was one of the locations highlighted on the fresco.
And this was the starting point of the journey of the Bonan. The good men. The Katas, right?
2 locations down. The municipality of Poserda. Gainan had been researching the possible locations of the tabula. Perhaps there were some clues left in his possessions. The municipality of Olat. The location didn't sound familiar. The mount, that was a total guess. The municipality of Mauresa. The location didn't sound familiar. I needed to get up to speed on Gainan's research. I wasn't sure that I had all the information I needed to pin. I lifted the hat out of the chest. There was something tucked beneath the shirt. I picked up the folded note. It was a telegram. I deciphered the telegram. The Tabula Veritatis was smuggled out of Montsegur to Catalonia by a group of Cathar survivors. I have confirmed this from confessions extracted by the Dominican Inquisitor Emmerich of Girona. It was signed Wolfram. I had no desire to take the old boots. I removed the oilcloth from the chest. I picked up the blanket. There was nothing underneath it. There was nothing underneath the other shirt. I had no desire. I put everything. The map had 4 clues, 4 locations. I just needed to pinpoint the location they referred to. The Dominican monk Emmerich was from Girona, the dog-headed priest on the painting. I'd found 3 locations. Now I had to track down the last one. The municipality of Granollers. Guénon had been researching the possible locations of the tabula. Perhaps there were some clues left in his possessions. I wasn't sure. I had no reason to return. There was a tower within the ring. The buildings in the ring represented Girona. It depicted the town of Berga on the trail of the Bonzong. The castle gate signified the mountain fortress of Montsegur. Time to take another look. The Tabula Veritatis was smuggled out of Montsegur to... I have confirmed this from confession. It was... There was a tower within the ring. There was a tower within the ring. The village of San Ramon.
Saint Ramon. Ramon told me he was named after a Saint Ramon.
There's also a saint on the painting.
Let me guess, he has a hefty padlock through his lips?
I could see a pattern emerging. The locations had formed an odd cross shape, similar to the layout of the orbs depicted on the painting. This is the center point of the cross, so the tabula must be here. Montserrat. It has to be Montserrat. The question is, what's Montserrat?
It's a monastery in the mountains, quite a tourist spot. But there's something else. I think it used to be a Gnostic refuge, hundreds of years ago.
Bravo, my friend.
Dovsky?
No, Langham.
No, it's Guénon, isn't it?
Very good, Miss Collard.
So, what happened to the real Langham?
He went for a long swim in the Seine. Now, I was expecting to have to rip this place apart and retrace my grandfather's steps, but I do believe you have saved me quite a lot of work. The tabula is at Montserrat. Who would have thought it? The old man will be coming with me.
No, please, take me instead. He doesn't know anything.
And you do? I think not.
But he is old.
Eva, hold your peace, child.
You can't do this.
Oh, but I can. I will. Man is weak, servile, controlled. He must be freed. Freed from all constraints. Free to fulfill his desires.
And you plan to raise the devil to achieve that?
Not the devil. Lucifer. Now, if you don't mind, we have a long journey ahead of us. Come on. They can rot in there.
We have to get out of here now. I assume that lunatic is as dangerous as he looks.
I'm afraid so, Eva. I think he's killed before.
You know, Nico, we were chasing Medovsky, but all along, we were really up against Ganon's grandson. I had to figure... I didn't have time. The door was locked. That was... I needed a... Look. Daylight.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's a false door, Nico.
So that's why Marquez's father tried to escape through here. He didn't have time to open the false door.
I had to figure a way out of the room so we could catch... I didn't have time. The suit of armor appeared to be standing guard. Aha!
Great work, George. Come on, Eva, let's go.
We need to rescue your father and stop Langham before he gets the tabula. Eva, I think you'd better stay here.
Are you kidding? You'll need me, especially if there's a fight.
Eva, it'll be very dangerous.
Signora, you do not understand. It is my duty.
Okay. We'd better check up on Ramon first.
Sure. Then we will go and kick some ass.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Montserrat was way up in the mountains, a major tourist destination. But we went there as tourists. We had an old man to rescue and an ancient tablet to find. And standing in our way was a cold-blooded killer. Why would the tabula be hidden up here of all places?
For hundreds of years, the mountain has been kind of a sanctuary. There's an old Benedictine monastery up the hill.
Well, I guess that's where we need to start looking.
Wow, it's empty. Where is everyone?
This place is normally full of tourists.
I don't like the look of this one bit.
At least it's not monks with guns.
Don't even go there, Nico. Time to bring out the dumb tourist.
It's a role you were born to play, George.